What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dixie's Dollars. Thank you so much for joining us for another cash envelope stuffing. If you're noticing that my voice sounds different, I currently have COVID, so I apologize for sounding like I either just woke up or just like a man, as my husband would say. If this is the channel for you, all about budgeting, cash envelope stuffing, sinking funds, journeying to being debt-free, you can go ahead, like this video, subscribe to our channel. I do upload weekly, so we would love to have you join in on our journey to being debt-free. Anyways, let's get right into it. So to start off, we're gonna work on our cash envelope. So we're not gonna stuff anything into groceries. Adam and I still have some money left over on a card that we've set aside strictly for groceries. So we're gonna go ahead and stuff 60 into gas, which 60, I added 20 to our normal budget because I felt like the 40 was going by super fast and the 60's been lasting us quite a bit. So 20, 40, 50, 60. There we go. And then for dining out, we're gonna stick with our usual 35. There we go, so 20, 30, and 35. Perfect. With shopping, we're only gonna add 20, which we ended up using all of our cash envelope money last week. We did travel with my husband's work company to Orlando, so we did end up spending quite a bit of this. Our tie that we're doing is 65 and 123. We do that online, automatically goes through. For our dates, you know what? I had that switched, didn't I? For shopping, I meant to put 15. See, I'm just gonna blame that on having COVID. 10, 15. And then I'm gonna add 20 into dates. My brain has just been like, all over the place. And then for our blank folder, which is our household items, we're gonna do 30. I don't think we might need toilet paper. I think my husband went out and got some, but. All right, so that's all for our cash envelopes right there. We're gonna move on to our automatic bills. So all of these automatically come out of my account, but I do save up with the cash envelope system to make sure that we're paying it off and we know exactly where all of our money is going to. So I don't have any medical bills. We paid all those off. We're not gonna stuff anything into student loans right now. I have some money set aside right there for when the repayment starts back up. For rent, we're gonna add 515. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 15. And we're not gonna count this. I usually, because this just gets deposited at the end of the month, so it's not anything that we're like setting a goal to save with. So I'm just gonna add that back in here. For electric, we're gonna do 29. Our electric bill was super small this past paycheck, which is good. My husband's been getting on to me about leaving lights on or like turning the air down, and I'm like, I know, but look at our bill. It was much smaller than the other months, and I kept turning the air down low. 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Perfect. And then for car insurance, we're gonna do 41, 20, 40, and 41. I think I need to readjust or look at my car insurance again because I think I'm paying more than what I know. For our phone bill, we're gonna do 58. So 50, 55, 56, 57, and 58. That's supposed to be getting cheaper here in like just a few short weeks since our phones will almost be paid off. Oops. All right, and then moving on to entertainment, we're gonna do 36, 20, 30, 35, and 36. A friend of mine, I won't say his name, but a friend of mine owed me a little bit of money just for getting his ticket. And he said, I'm shocked you haven't called me out in your video. So this is me calling him out for not paying me for a few weeks. But honestly, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't have mine either way if he didn't pay me. Moving on to the gym, we've got $11 going in there. My voice hurts so much. I was diagnosed today with COVID. I've had symptoms for a few days, but I kept testing and it kept coming back negative. And then, of course, and honestly, this is my third time having it, so yay me, right? Moving on to utilities, it's gonna be 20 and 21. This is our internet, which is not that expensive. And then moving on to our car loan is $170. I'm trying so hard not to cough right now. Alrighty, so that is it for our automatic bills. We're gonna move on to our sinking funds binder, which I say this often, but it's messed up and I'm getting a new one, hopefully. I asked my husband one for Christmas, so we'll see if we get that. Okay, so moving on to our sinking funds. We're not adding into car maintenance. I'm gonna start this folder back up in the new year because we have spent quite a bit on our cars and I've been using my emergency fund, which I hate for it, but I know that's, you know, what it's for emergencies, but we're definitely gonna hit this strong at the beginning of the year. So when we do run into car issues, we're completely covered. For Christmas, we are stuffing quite a bit, but that's because I've reached my Christmas goal of $100. I mean, not 100, $500 before Christmas. That was my goal, which we've already spent a little bit of it, so it won't be a total of 500. 1, 52, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66. So we've got 266 right now, and we've already spent quite a bit, which I think works out great. Let me go back and fix this. $266. My handwriting is so bad. Okay. Putting this back in here. Okay. And then nothing in vacation. We're gonna hit that fresh the new year. April will be Adam and I's first year wedding anniversary. So we do want to do something kind of not big, but you know, to celebrate that. So we are gonna save up for that starting in January. And then nothing in emergency fund. We do need to replenish this back up, but we're in the process of paying off one of our credit cards. So once we get that paid off, we'll add back into our emergency fund and get that back up to the number that we want. For debt, we're gonna go ahead and add 474. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 71, and 72, 73, and 74. We're like so close to paying it off. Let's see what we've got here. Here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 89. So 489 is what we have in here. Okay, we're gonna add that back into here. And then nothing in savings. We're gonna do some savings challenge once the new year hits. But we do need to add about 40 into pets because I do gotta get them some new food. So I'm gonna add 40 into pets. And then I had this $1 left over, which I'm just gonna add this to debt because I ended up finding this $1 in one of the envelopes that I had. So I'm just gonna add it right here. So that is it for our cash envelopes. I did have some coins I wanted to stuff. So sometimes I like to separate them, because I don't like to get them all mixed up. So I usually separate the pennies from everything else. And I have nails on, so I'm not used to this. I'm just gonna slide them all in here. Okay, so this is our pennies. And then we're gonna add all of our gold or silver coins into here. And then these are some of our silver coins, and I also have a few over here as well that I'm just keeping track of. So I've got all those. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you can go ahead, like this video, subscribe, comment on the video, and we will see you back next time. Bye, guys.